Hello, welcome everybody. I actually announced we are doing a live within a reasonable amount of time tonight. So I wanted to talk tonight a little bit about Legend of the White Dragon. We begin some updates from Bat in the Sun, uh, and then whatever we end up talking, we end up talking about. So we already got some people in the chat. I see we got Astronaut Ranger saying, "Good to see you, guy." LeBron Fett, good to see you, man. Pikes Peak Gamer, appreciate you being here. So I'm actually going to, instead of just going on and starting the conversation, I'm actually going to introduce who we have here today or tonight. So first off, we have from Dave's Dimension, the Ghostbuster himself, Dave.
What's up, guys?
So I know we've been cross streaming on YouTube and Facebook quite a bit, and then Dave usually joins me here. And one thing we never really got the opportunity, especially for the audience on Facebook, is for Dave to kind of introduce himself and what he does on his YouTube channel and everywhere else.
Speaking of crossing streams, of course, you get the Ghostbuster. Yes, Dave's Dimension here. Or for this stream, we're Dave's Dimension Ranger. Dave's Dimension is just a collection. It is your home for tech, toys, and talk. This channel is it's the contradiction when it comes to YouTube. YouTube, you're supposed to be one thing about your channel. We're everything. We're anything and everything. As you guys can see right behind me, I have everything from Lego Transformers to regular Transformers to Green Ranger. We got some Hot Toys up there. We got the Captain America. We got the Lego Infinity Gauntlet. I have a whole bookcase of nothing but Marvel figures. Tons of Spider-Man right up there. Got some of my Ghostbuster stuff. The dimension is filled with everything when it comes to Star Wars, Power Rangers, of course, DC, Ghostbusters, of course. Just everything and everything and anything and everything. And we're going to be adding game streams now to the channel as well.
And I know one thing that you said you've been covering a lot lately was the Proton packs from HasLab that have been coming in.
Yep. The Ghostbusters, I went in on the HasLab. As of late, who knows when I'm getting it. FedEx is not updated. I originally knew that my pack was coming the 14th. Now it says pending and to be determined. So who knows if or when I'll get it. But Facebook, the Facebook world itself, all the Ghostbuster Facebook groups everyone is, for lack of a better wording, with all due respect, they are freaking the hell out. People are like, "Oh, I haven't got my email. Oh, I haven't seen."
It's the first time Ghostbusters has gotten the
a HasLab. So everyone is freaking out, and I'm of the mindset where I'm working on a few things myself.
It's probably the first time a lot of people have been ordering from Hasbro.
Life, sometimes life pops up, and you know what, guys? If you get a collectible, would I love to have it in hand right now? Yes, I would. I would be filming right now if I had it in hand. But it's life is too short. The pack, if it arrives, or maybe it'll arrive this weekend, maybe it arrives next week. Who knows? But when I do get it, I'll be doing a comparison with my 1-to-1 scale Ben of Kent Proton pack, and we'll do a little comparison between the two, how they function. But a lot of people, the Ghostbuster fandom is tricky. Sometimes it's very giving, especially to charities. But then other times it's it can be what's the best word I'm looking for? It can be toxic. A lot of fandoms can, yes.
Yeah, a lot of fandoms, and even ours right here. This one, the Power Rangers one, can definitely be toxic.
And people are already stripping the pack down, making modifications.
I saw that.
No, you probably didn't see this.
I heard that people were already stripping
Adam Savage of Mythbusters fame has already heavily modified he did his infamous one-day builds, and has heavily modified his pack as well. Doing a lot of weathering, changing out a few parts here and there. There's cool videos of people changing out full components. That's the thing about the Ghostbuster community. They love to prop make and to tear apart and to try and make better. You want to make your own little twist on it. So
yeah. Well,
yes, sir.
Right now I have pinned Dave's Dimensions link for his YouTube. It should be pinned or should be up on top of the chat. But we also have another guest today. Uh, one of my good friends. You probably know him from Star Wars streams like the High Ground. He shows up on Spice Runners Lounge. He shows up at Star Wars Stuff podcast. He's everywhere, anywhere and everywhere. He is everywhere. But he's also a good. He's a Power Rangers fan himself. He's more familiar with MMPR, but that's okay. We will. And here he is, General Kenobi, General Kenobi's bunker.
Hello there.
General.
How is everybody doing tonight?
Good, man. I saw you pop in right when I started the countdown, and I was like,
Yeah, I was running upstairs. I was like, can I make it?
So, like I said, actually, you haven't been on a cross stream, with Facebook. I think you did one, the JDF tribute show, but it's been a while. So I wanted you to
Agreed.
go ahead and kind of tell everybody what you're about and how they can find you.
Yeah, absolutely, guys. So, as Legacy of Nerd has just mentioned, I kind of like Star Wars. Just, little hints here and there. But for those of you who are not familiar, I have a YouTube channel called General Kenobi's Bunker. And we're also just very recently we launched our page over on Facebook by the same name, General Kenobi's Bunker. So I would appreciate it if you guys stop there and we share some fun stuff there. We post things about the channel, things that we found. Around here, we like to do a lot of toy hunts, toy reviews, trailer reactions, and I am working on a series for the Bad Batch right now, which is going on every Wednesday, where we are going to go live for a short period of time and basically discuss what the episode was about and what we thought, maybe some stuff that we missed before and was able to see it later on. So if you like Star Wars and Star Wars toys, please go ahead and give me a follow over there on General Kenobi's Bunker.
And you're gonna need that Clone Wars Kenobi Hot Toys that you posted. I think you are required to get that,
dude.
It looks good.
I saw that and I almost like,
ooh, yeah.
That I mean, he even looks like you at sometimes. Like you put a little darker hair.
I know, right? I'll get a Sharpie.
You are General Kenobi, as far as I'm concerned.
You know it.
Maybe someone could do a little bit of a mod, to it, and
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I was gonna go for the Hasbro selfie series until I saw George's posted his when he got it. I was like, ooh, that is rough for $80. I don't know about that.
I tried with the app several times to take an image. It looked nothing like me. I'm like, nope, I'm passing.
Yeah.
So we got some more people in the chat. We got Duffman Diorama.
Hey, do me a favor.
What is going on?
It is Duffman's birthday tonight.
Oh, happy birthday, Duffman.
It is his birthday. He's
happy
already
birthday,
been sharing
Duffman.
the love on Destination Stone. Dwayne from Destination Stone. His birthday is this weekend. They had a birthday stream. He was dropping money on them. It's his birthday. So do me a big favor, everyone out there. Say hello to say happy birthday to Duffman. He's one of the greatest around.
All right, happy birthday, man.
Absolutely.
Happy birthdays in the chat for Duffman, everybody. All right, so today we are going to talk a little bit of I want to talk about Legend of the White Dragon because there's been Bat in the Sun has been putting up some behind the scenes stuff on their Facebook page. I think we didn't really know what was going on with the movie. We knew they were saying it was coming out kind of like spring 2023, spring summer, but we hadn't really heard much. I know there was a lot of rumors that they had planning to go to do reshoots, not reshoots, but just to add on extra material for the movie that'd be coming out. So this was a crowdfunded movie, guys. So there was different tiers. You could donate to the movie. There was toys, posters. I think even one of them was like you can go to the premiere DVDs when they're available.
Producer credits or something. I think that was one of the tiers.
Yeah, but I think that one was like like at least $1,000 for a producer credit.
I missed out on all that. I wanted to.
Yeah,
I'm hoping that they do a release on digital so I can.
I mean, I'm starting to think this movie is going to be a little bit more than what initially was expected. I think it is. I think this is something getting in the realm that we might be seeing it on like a Netflix or Hulu or somewhere streaming along those lines. Definitely, I think we'll definitely be seeing it like to buy, like probably on Amazon Prime or Apple or something like that.
Do you think that this might be like this generation's Crow? Since we lost the lead, not during filming, but we lost the lead nonetheless. because I think that drove a lot of people to go see The Crow when Brandon Lee passed.
Right.
I think I mean, yes and no. This is not a big budget movie. This isn't The Dark Knight. The Crow wasn't. I know The Crow was what at the time like a $5 million movie, if that.
It wasn't really big budget for its time.
It wasn't, but it was definitely coming out in theaters. It had was it Dimension that was producing it? I mean, like, it had a bigger studio release. I don't remember who released it, but I think it could be kind of something like that. There's differences, obviously. So, Brandon Lee had his he was a legacy.
That was actually Paramount, believe it or not.
It was Paramount. Okay. So he was a legacy.
No, I'm wrong. It was Miramax, actually.
Okay. So Dimension, Miramax, I think they're the same thing, essentially. He was a son of Bruce Lee. He was starting to gain steam in his own right as being a great actor. This was kind of, The Crow was a very big underground comic, at the time, late 80s, early 90s. And I think The Crow came out like in 96, I want to say 95, somewhere around there. There's that. And then you look at, Batman is just legendary. It was always going to have the $100 million budget with, the $200 million advertising budget and stuff like that. That was always going to be huge. And Heath Ledger was already approved actor and stuff like that. Now, for everyone's childhood hero to be in a movie where it was going to finally be a mature content sort of thing, I don't know. Like, I don't know if we can compare it just yet, because I think we need to see the movie. And I think that's the big thing. So real quick, I want to share my screen. Kenobi, since I think you'll be the third person on the bot. For some reason, whenever I click on comments, it's going to take your face out. So I'm sorry about that. Let's see if he does that. Okay. We got some more people in the chat, and we'll test out Kenobi right now. We got Rolando Flores in the chat.
Bye.
Thank you for being here. And I think that's about everybody just saying hi to each other. So right here, we got Bat in the Sun talking about Legend of the White Dragon. And he's saying right here that it's going to definitely be an homage, but he's comparing it to like Orville to Star Trek. But this is going to be much more for adults.
It's not a bad comparison at all.
It's not. And Orville, people think of Orville. I know when I thought of Orville, I thought of it like kind of as like a parody show, but it's not a parody show. It
evolved after that first season.
That's what I understand.
It evolved tremendously. And a lot of people in the Star Trek community they've called the Orville more Star Trek than Star Trek currently.
Star Trek, yeah.
That's what I've heard. But that being said, Bat in the Sun here. I'm sorry, I get my notifications here on the bottom. This is what they're comparing it to. Now, Bat in the Sun, a lot of you guys, I'm sure a lot of you guys know who Bat in the Sun is. You've seen them do the superpower beatdowns, which they've had a long history of working with Jason David Frank. I mean, I want to talk about what 2010s he has been working with them. He did
the Ninja universe.
Yep, he did one of
Bloodsport.
That's right. I forgot about that.
Or Bloodshot, rather.
Yeah. Bloodshot. Yeah, it was the first Bloodshot before that Vin Diesel thing that happened. That was weird.
And his Bloodshot was way better.
We got some more people in chat. It says, I definitely want to watch and see what happens. I definitely can't wait to see it myself. I just hope they put it on physical media at some point. Yeah. I think that will be harder to find it on physical media, but I don't think it's out of the question. It just depends, I think, how well it does. Because I don't think this is going to be a thing where, it may end, like I said, I think it might end up on Netflix, on Hulu or something like that. But it's going to start off with, will you buy this like on Amazon or Apple? Or
I would think if I don't know about Hulu, but I think Netflix is probably the best one.
Or like,
and they would be, with all respect, they would be damn fools if they didn't.
And this is really, I know his name is Aaron Chonecki. This is really his kind of time to shine. I want to say this is the first full length movie he's ever made.
Yes, they've done some shorts. They've done some short films like
and he's done commercials, and he's helped with other people's
they've
stuff.
They've done some amazing Batman stuff, actually.
Yeah.
Kevin Porter, who's in this, is like he's like the most amazing Batman.
Well, I
there.
Aaron Shonecki is probably
Yeah.
he's honestly one of the most amazing Jokers I've seen.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
And for the longest time he was talking about being Nightwing, where he was actually in the running to be Nightwing, but obviously he's
For
gotten older.
Titans, yeah.
He's gotten older, and Nightwing's sort of a mid-20s sort of hero, and I think Aaron's starting to get closer to his 40s, if not already there.
And him and Jason were practically became brothers like that.
Yeah, I mean they were
corresponding all the time, calling each other. Yeah.
Yep, exactly. So he says right here, the film is so raw and real. Jason put so much of himself into this project. For all of us who know, Jason personally will feel him living his truth in this film. His joys, his passions, and his demons are all in the film. He always felt the need to expose himself and be truthful in his art as a way of connecting with the audience. He truly was a genuine actor. The film was an emotional roller coaster that you will enjoy, and so stay tuned. And this is clearly here. He's working on post-production here. So I think one thing that, we forget is that Jason David Frank was actually, I think from what I understand, he was helping writing this movie.
Oh yeah.
So I think this has a lot of Jason David Frank in it, more than Tommy, and more of than less Tommy, more Jason David Frank. I know, his Soul of the Dragon was sort of like his idea, and I think this is kind of what he really wanted to see it become. Collecting with Cool is here, said I'm going live with, and then later tomorrow night I'll be in Kenobi's bunker on the high ground. So General Kenobi, you didn't even plug yourself. You didn't talk about your high ground. You got a show tomorrow.
Yeah, so normally we do it Wednesday around this time, actually around 8 p.m. But we're gonna
You were
do
preempted
it
today?
tomorrow. What's up?
You were preempted tonight?
Yeah. And so we moved it over to tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Central. And
Good.
then I think I'm going to do a quick stream on Friday, probably around 5 p.m. or so, just like a quick 30-minute to talk about this week's episode of The Bad Batch. Spoiler,
Man.
I liked it.
Okay. I have yet to watch it because every time I try and watch it, for some reason, Disney Plus is having trouble because I guess everybody and their grandmother is streaming it.
I haven't watched today's. I've slept like 3 hours.
So I guess I have
wonder
3
why.
episodes to watch before we watch Kenobi on Friday.
Real quick, I
Yeah,
will
there
say,
you
last week's episodes were, they were good. I think they're starting to, like, last season, like, we're really getting to know what these guys are like. I think they're introduced in Clone Wars. Last season was like, these are what these guys are really like, and now we're just like, we're in it.
Did they kill off Omega?
Omega?
Yeah.
James Henley is here saying Ninjak versus the Valiant universe was actually well done. I have not seen that. So with how Netflix has gotten
on YouTube.
Is it on YouTube? Okay.
It was on YouTube for the longest
I
time,
don't
so you
remember.
should be able to find it.
With how Netflix has gotten rid of the Power Ranger series, except for a few, makes me not want it to go there. It definitely needs to be on Vudu.
Yeah, there's only a few seasons. There's the original Mighty Morphin is on there still.
Yeah, but the thing is, everything's on YouTube. So, from Mighty Morphin, I think they just uploaded Dino Charge. They skip around. So, or maybe it was RPM, but they're definitely getting to they're in the 20s now of what the seasons are on YouTube. I think they wanted to do that because they didn't want them to be exclusive to Netflix, because I think Hasbro wanted to expand how many people are everybody that watches Power Rangers. So they're just like, everybody can have it for free. So
makes sense.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. Today was good. I'll leave it at that. LeBron Fit Beast Morphers is on there. Okay. So yeah, that's right. All the newer seasons, so like Beast Morphers and Dino Fury, will be on Netflix because of that deal.
Definitely Ranger.
So Astronaut Ranger brings up a point here. The Street Fighter crossover was great, and versus Scorpion was amazing. And that's another Bat in the Sun thing. The
White Ranger and Green Ranger one, yeah.
Not only that, but the introduction of Street Fighter into the Power Rangers universe really started with Bat in the Sun. Yeah. He posted this earlier, this little poster. Yeah. And you got Ryu, Chun-Li. Oh my God, I'm blanking. Cammy, and I just got them today. I just looked at them. I forget.
That's supposed to be Ken, or is that someone else?
Yes, Ken. So
you got Ryu. I mean, it's like, they go hand in hand. It's like Double Dragon. Come on.
Yeah. I mean, it makes the most sense, and especially with the recent game.
I'm not
This
crazy.
this started with the game. I
I'm not
forget.
crazy with how the figures look, but I mean, obviously in this art, they look fantastic there.
The ones that Bat in the Sun created are really good.
Yeah.
The Ryu Ranger and the Chun-Li Ranger. I think
Hasbro figures.
I have them. I haven't opened them yet. Actually, I have two of the.
I just think that they're overpriced. Personally, that's just me.
Yeah, but the problem is, you're never gonna see these in stores.
Yeah.
So I went ahead and made sure I bought those on Hasbro. I know, Kenobi, you're more familiar with Street Fighter. You think it's a better fit with them in Power Rangers?
I had not seen him actually. I saw the shorts back then, but I didn't know there was a full blown, crossover like this. I think you told me about it that they showed up in the game. But I like him visually. They look pretty good. The figures I have not seen, a full on review after the reveal. So that's something you might want to work on. But
that is if he opens them up because they're so coveted.
Yeah, hey, I'm not gonna be the one saying open them because who am I to talk, right?
No, honestly,
Let
I need to
breathe.
I want to do a review on the figures, especially because I got two of the Ryu Rangers. But
there you go.
It's just getting in here and like I have to basically okay, I'll feed the baby, I'll burp the baby, I'll try to get her to sleep as much as possible. Can I go do an hour live?
Exactly.
He's using the child as an excuse. See, you hear that?
He's been waiting for that for like 9 to 10 months. So do that.
Oh my god,
it's finally here. So,
but yeah, this first
talk about a HasLab,
right?
Duffman Diorama said, Rolando, why ain't you a mod? Oh, I don't know how to do mods on StreamYard. I'll probably have to ask Dave how to do that.
Well, no, you don't do it on StreamYard. You go on YouTube.
Okay.
You go on the chat, and there's the 3 dots next to their comments.
And
then you can click and make him a mod.
Oh, it's about to happen.
Let me check it out.
That's how you do it.
Oh, okay. But I got to sign in. I'm not signed in. Okay. I'll work on that in a second.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, I know, right?
Jeez.
What do you mean? You
I don't have
everything
mods
saved.
So it's nothing about being a mod. So I just don't.
I've actually done it on my phone before.
Okay. Oh yeah.
On the YouTube app on your phone. Bam.
James put the Hasbro figures are definitely getting overpriced easily. The main detraction I've seen with the new packaging is some of are getting serious quality issues with them and joints. Yes, and if you want to help with that, there is a job posting on Hasbro for a position in the Philippines for a quality control specialist.
Please, somebody.
They are moving factories and they are hiring quality control specialists. So if anybody wants to apply,
how much does it pay? That's my question.
I don't know. I mean,
I would guess to know these things. You're the legacy of nerd. Come on.
It's the Philippines, so I mean, it could be like $10 an hour, or it can be like $100 an hour. It just depends.
A better quality of figures is its own payment.
You're just making sure
make the toy world a better place.
Exactly.
That these lines are matching up. Just the pinstripes and all that.
How many openings are there? 3?
I don't know. I know. So I think
Star Wars, Marvel, and Power Rangers. There you go.
Yep. See, I'll take care of Marvel.
There you go.
Kenobi will take care of Star Wars, and Legacy you'll take care of the Rangers. Come on,
done deal.
No joke though, they were hiring a couple. So, what do you guys think of this picture here? Well, I try to figure out this mod thing.
Very Iron Man.
Right. I was gonna say that's very HUD like. Judging by the color on their eyes, it does look like they are,
like
looking at.
Exactly. Contact lens, or some kind of optical interface that.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I take it more as like some sort of maybe bionic interface, or retinal tracking or something like that. But yeah, very like you said.
Aaron looks beast right there in the red though.
Oh yeah,
he looks awesome. Vicious, man.
That looks very much like a Sith Lord. Not gonna lie.
I was just gonna say.
Yeah, I dig it. The blue is I don't know if it needs a little bit more blue, but yeah, there you go.
Well, you see, what throws me off is obviously he's gonna be the Prime, which is gonna be the like polar opposite of of Eric Reed, Jason David Frank's character. But what throws me off is we know that his face shield in his uniform or outfit is red.
Yeah.
So wouldn't that make you think that Eric Reed's should be gold and not blue.
Right? Okay. Thank you. I was gonna say because I was like, I
'Cause it just
did I
seems a
miss
little off
something?
that, we got the gold,
Yeah.
or maybe the gold, maybe like it doesn't show well on the skin tones. Maybe that's why they went with the blue to kind of
So-
show contrast.
Yeah.
So-
Maybe the CGI
but-
didn't work out.
Before I discuss the color scheme, and that might have to do sort of with just what we're seeing right here, because the color scheme is interesting. You're correct with that. There's actually things you can read here. So like right here it says flight, if you can see,
Oh.
and there are some other things that says suit diagnostic right here. So this is bat in the sun detail though. This is the things that they do. They don't just put in little scribble
It's
lines.
it's not just a bunch of cosplayers and let's record a little fight.
Yeah.
They choreograph. They put so much intense detail.
Yes.
Like even when they did the superpowered beatdown with Tommy back as white and also as green, they redesigned the Ranger uniforms. Essentially, they made augmentations so they still had the kind of main concept, but added certain armor pieces. They kind of took it to a more of a almost realistic level, so to speak.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, and in case everybody didn't know who Aaron Chonecki is, he's the creator, writer, director, producer of Bat in the Sun stuff. That's him in the red.
Yeah.
That's Aaron Chonecki there in the red. He definitely, like you said, he has a very Sith look to him.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I want to talk about the color schemes here because you guys are hitting a point there. This is a Legend of the White Dragon. Well, my understanding is we already know who the bad guy is, and the bad guy is the Dark Dragon. What we don't know is Dragon Prime. What we don't know is how he's related to Eric Reed or Legend of the White Dragon. So I think there's Dragon Prime right there.
So badass.
Or this is a concept. No, this actually, I'm sorry. This is a concept
concept.
from the Draken thing they were going to do. My bad. Here we go. Here's them kind of just chilling out. So this is the director, Aaron Chonecki. This is basically the antithesis of the White Dragon. You got the white and gold. What I was going to tell you guys about the color scheme on the blue is when I think you see often when you kind of see this white going on, it's not like, your typical White Ranger, Kibba Ranger thing. It kind of has like a gloss to it. I wonder if it's going to kind of shine blue in the movie. That's what I was kind of thinking.
Could be, yeah.
I mean, blue and gold do go pretty well together.
And blue and white, kind of crystallish, kind of. I can kind of see that as well. So you kind of see that a little bit here. The white's not necessarily white; it's kind of come off like a grayish, bluish kind of color here. I know blue is probably not the best color for that, but I guess I can understand the inside. Now the inside, I think if you did, it might also be just like they tried white for like the inside of the Iron Man suit of the suit, but it just didn't look right. It could just be simple, just didn't look like that sort of thing. There's his Aaron Chonecki's wife. Let me go through that before I get banned. Let's see. That's his wife again. He's very fond of his wife.
I've seen worse on Instagram. What are you talking about?
Yeah, no kidding.
Oh,
yeah. And there's his Joker.
Oh, there's
Where do I miss it? Where's his Joker? Oh, yes,
right next to 800K. Yep.
Yep.
Right
So
there.
this is his Joker. He did
his voice is amazing too. Like first time I watched it, I thought like, what did they get Hamill to do a voiceover?
He throws out his voice. He throws out his voice before he starts filming. So he's just in the halls, just screaming, just getting his voice out. So like,
I mean,
he can
Heath Ledger level type commitments.
Exactly. Yep. He's definitely and he gets in that mood too. So just want to go over the comments. Sorry, like about promoting. Oh, don't worry about that. These guys need to promote themselves. I'm really bad about like, hey, you guys explain who you guys are. So it looks like Mass Effect. Yes, I can kind of see that. Very Iron Man. Honestly, when Iron Man like just threw that, I just feel like everybody took that up. When there was some sort of power suit, like there's just like everybody's now just like that's what it looks like inside a power suit.
Well, in all honesty, we've never going to Power Rangers. We've never seen what the Rangers actually see. For all we know, it is a HUD.
Right. We kind of did see in Time Force. We did see a little bit of what was going inside the helmet, but it wasn't much. It was, kind of nothing. And then I think in Lightspeed Rescue, they showed that they had the respirator mask on the inside.
Yes.
which was kind of cool. Let's see, Duffman. They're throwing out some Duffman's Instagram. Awesome. Put y'all's links in there. I always thought the Rangers had some kind of HUD in their helmets, at least in my head. Although they never showed it, I always attributed their voiceover to a communication system in there also. Yeah, I can see that. I wish they would have done that for like the movie.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Jay Bizla's in the house. Thank you for being here.
Hey,
my
Jay.
friend. Let's see. Oh, we got Dre from
Uh-oh.
Swoo's Geek Vault.
What's going on, man?
Is he already back? Is he back from his vacation?
Yeah, he's back.
Yeah.
I am so behind
him and
on
the
our
family
chat.
were getting over some food issues from the trip.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I'm so behind in the chat, guys. If you guys have messaged me on anywhere, I am behind. So I'm sorry. I thought that the Rangers used like the force from like what? Please explain. Because LeBron's an expert. It was also awesome that they had Jason Font, the original Red Time Forest Ranger, in it also. So Jason Font's in it. Johnny Young Bosch is in it. Serena Vincent's supposed to be in it from Wild Force, but you may remember her from Not Another Teen movie as the girl that just walked around naked everywhere. Wife had okay.
Oh dang.
The girls and I had sinus colds. Well, at least you got a good vacation. You just kind of putting LeBron Fett's Instagram on there.
She was actually in Lost Galaxy, by the way.
What did I say? Wild Force?
You said Wild Force, yeah.
Oh yeah, Lost Galaxy. Yeah. Well, Wild Force was too, just in another movie. So yeah, that's Aaron Chanecki, but I want to put the suits here. Let's see. It's not going to let me click out. Come on now. There we go. Okay. So they had the suit down here.
He's also done Spider-Man several times for Superpower Powered Beatdown as well.
I don't think I've seen him do Spider-Man. I've seen him do Nightwing for sure. Like he has this.
He's done Deadpool and he's done Spider-Man and some of the beatdowns in the superhero waiting room.
All right, here's a better picture of the White Dragon. It's a little dark, but definitely has that gold shield vibe. Helmet much bigger, but still using sort of the visor as the mouth thing.
And like the white of his suit really comes off kind of Moon Knight.
Color,
great.
You know? Yeah. It's not that pure white, but it's like that faded kind of subdued grayish white.
Yeah.
I think that's definitely the way to go.
So my understanding, the movie, it starts off, we got a teaser trailer, or kind of like a campaign trailer of what their idea of what the movie was going to be. I know they've gone through rewrites, but my understanding is somebody's kidnapped his daughter. He's a former warrior, he was part of the team prior, but he obviously probably dropped out more than likely because he had a family. And then he's being dragged in sort of this war again. What do you guys are thinking this movie's going to be like? Start with you, Dave.
I think, obviously I think right in the opening, I think we're going to get the flashback. We're going to see what happens. Mm-hmm. Obviously, from what I read, that there was stories of there was a battle and kind of he was kind of blamed for it. So he's kind of like the warrior who failed, supposedly, or the blame was thrown on him. So he kind of went into obscurity, like the lone warrior, kind of removed away from himself, almost Hulk-like, Banner removing himself from society almost. But then, he finds out that, there's a threat with his family, or that his family is still alive, and the only way to get him back is or the only way to get them back is he has to kind of come back and take up arms with Font and everyone else, and they give him a power, so he assumes the White Dragon. So
that's the thing. I'm wondering if this is going to be an actual power, because I'll look for other pictures here, but the other pictures are the other supposed Ranger-like people are not necessarily in any special armor.
And I love that I've seen some pictures where you see Fonts and you see a few others in kind of more military armor, and we actually get to see him rocking green. So I'm not mad at that. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm curious to see the characters that everyone's going to play, because obviously these are going to be characters that are more fleshed out 1,000-fold than we would see in a typical Power Ranger saga. Let's be honest.
I think it's also important to note that this is not Power Rangers.
No.
Yep.
So
You know, I mean, JDF always said in interviews, you know, this is Power Rangers if it grew up.
yes.
Because I mean, you have 30 and 40-year-olds who are they watched the show when it first came out, and we're still into the fandom now. We're getting our kids, our nieces, our nephews, everyone into it still.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, I mean, let's face it, we always wanted to see a more grittier one. In fact, there was an unauthorized fan made one a few years back, which had some
I
pretty
remember that.
well known people in there.
And it's a pretty good one too. I really like it. We got
I like the whole concept of it. So
had Dawson in it. We had Battlestar Galactica in it.
yeah, Katie Sackhoff, wasn't she like Kim?
Yeah,
was she a Kim character, I think.
Yeah,
and Dawson as what was he, Jason?
No, he was supposed to be Rocky.
Okay, Rocky. Okay,
which was
confusing. But yeah, I mean, like, just everything was just it was. I really wish they would have went forward with that, but obviously, you know, lawsuits and all.
Yeah, it definitely got shut down quickly. Kenobi, what are you thinking?
Same thing. Basically along the lines of a darker, grittier story. Definitely, I would say geared towards, like you said, the grown-up fans, right? The ones that we were children when the original show was out, and now we moved on to let's call it quote unquote more mature things. So I'm hoping to see that kind of story here, but still with a sprinkle of the fun that Power Rangers brought us to TV. I still see it in the DNA of this. I know that they're trying very hard to say, hey, this is not Power Rangers, but I mean, let's be honest, it still shares a few strands of DNA, like with Power Rangers, right?
Yeah,
exactly. Power suits, color coded,
crystals.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, and it's absolutely impossible to completely disassociate JDF with Power Rangers, right? So yeah, there you go. Those are the suits.
I mean,
so
and let's be honest. Anyone who's anyone, let's face it. You blend. I'm not going to Draken route, but let's say you blended Green Ranger and White Ranger. Exactly. This could be the suit that you would have got. I'm just saying.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what I read when I look at it, because I mean, look at the gold armoring that he has on him. The helmet. It looks like if you took White Tiger and Dragon Zord helmets.
Agreed.
Slammed them
Smash
together.
them up. Yeah, I remember seeing some of the designs, a few years back, and I was like, oh, these guys are working on like a continuation. Yeah. They're working on a continuation of the and then of course you got the gold shield going over the shoulders, all of that, right? Very
and obviously
very
we got fonts here, and blue, is that going to be I'm blanking on his name, who played Adam,
John Young Bosch. John Young Bosch. Yeah.
Nice.
So I want to show Bad and Son's YouTube, so I gotta do it this way, and we'll try to play it without, hopefully.
Okay, Kenobi and I will just do the voices. How's that?
There you go.
So this is the Bad and the Son.
There's that green armor right there.
Yep,
I love that.
Yep.
That would be a great cosplay. I'm just saying.
True.
Let's see if I can kind of run through it without actually playing it. Let's see. Oh, we got ads.
Of course.
Are you able to see
winter.
It? Okay. So we'll run through that. Oh my god, my voice just like totally left. But
puberty?
I guess so. So we will stop it right there, and then kind of
ahead a little bit.
Definitely getting like apocalyptic vibes here. Kind of reminds me of that Power Rangers by that fan film you're talking about, Dave.
Old Man Tommy Beyond the Thunderdome.
Yep.
Got your helmet on the ground ominously. And then, yes, we got power energy. Up. Sorry about that. Okay, and then let's see. Legend of the White Dragon is talking about it. Yeah. Kill them all. You see that right there? Rangers no more.
Rangers no more. Yep.
So that was going to be the I can't remember her name, but the yellow Super Mega Force. That's who's playing her right there. And she just had a baby herself. That's Jason Fonts right there. Obviously, they're trying to track down Eric Reed. So I think they're kind of talking about the campaign back then.
You know, it seems like, I mean, in a way, it doesn't seem like that long, but it really was. It was before the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was, I think, a year or two before the pandemic, actually.
It was, I want to say it was during the pandemic that it launched. So this is so everybody else kind of has like paramilitary stuff on, but this is where Jason David Frank just like, I think this is the only time they really show like somebody powering up is just
he's the only one that could power it, I think it was.
Yeah.
So that, and I remember you were talking about, there was a crystal that he had. Apparently he had a green power punch here. But yeah, I mean, I think this is getting a little bit more serious than it intended to be. Obviously, Bandison has always taken this like this is going to be a big movie, but I think people are really looking at this more now. I don't know. What do you guys think?
I think I kind of feel like we mentioned before. I don't know if they're just trying to cash in, right, on the ride this train of what's going on. More so than doing it because of that the movie actually needs it, right? That the rewrites or the reshoots or whatever they're working on is actually gonna enhance the movie, as opposed to, hey, you know what, we still had this couple scenes in the cutting floor that involved JDF. Let's just put him back, right? Let's up his screen time, and let's bring in more people because of that, right? I don't know. I know that the movie was still scheduled to come out this year. That's not, that wasn't pushed or anything. I mean, recently it was pushed before everything happened, but I don't know. I just cannot believe, right, that all of a sudden it's like, oh yeah, we were always planning to do these reshoots or this slight tweaks before what happened. I'm not too sure about that, to be honest.
Honestly, sometimes when stuff like that when you have any kind of a delay of a movie, sometimes those delays, the directors and producers go back and they look at a few things, they cut things a little different, or add a few tweaks here and there, can make a movie even better. Perfect example, don't hate me, people. Ghostbusters Afterlife, it was delayed about 3 times, and Jason Reitman went back and he did some editing at home. He did a lot of different things, and it, he says it came out 10 times better than what originally was going to be. By the way, the campaign launch date, and I found the webpage for it, July 14th of 2019.
Wow.
Okay, we're in 2023, guys.
Yeah. Was that the first one or the second one?
Well, the one I'm looking at is it shows July 14th, 2019, and there's let me see if I can share
because there was the first time they had launched it that it didn't get funded.
This is what I'm looking at right here. I'm going to send that to you if you can.
Sure.
You have control there. If you can just go ahead and put that in. So this is what I'm looking at. Like, you can see his daughter's real young because she's like what, 19 or 20 now.
Yeah.
I mean, this is Legend of White Dragon. We got the date right there and just talks about it. I don't know. This might be the second one, or it could be the first one. I'm not sure. And it got the little synopsis of the movie. Talks, but yeah, it says 2019. So yeah, it's been a passion project. He did not give up. The link to the Kickstarter page.
So I remember when this was launched, and I just remember that there was just so much people talking crap about it. I mean, just like, why are we getting this? Why are they even trying to do this? This is dumb. Like, we want a Power Rangers movie, not a wannabe Power Rangers movie. Now, I remember, Dave, you had talked to this with me way back, when I started doing live streams on this channel.
Yeah.
And you had asked me, I was excited about it, and I told you, like, I really kind of wasn't. Like, it wasn't something I was necessarily looking forward to. Obviously, with everything that's happened, I think it stirs
things up. Yeah.
all of us want that one last sort of what if now, because we didn't know. I don't think any of us ever expected to happen what happened. So,
I mean, it's to me as a fan. I mean, it's still kind of it's hard to wrap around my head that he's because he was a presence at cons and everywhere else. He was a force for good, but forces for good sometimes they're the most tortured, and it's still like it's hard to believe because he's only so many years older or he was only so many years older than me. Because he was what, maybe 17 when he started Power Rangers.
I think he was actually like 21, 22.
21. Okay.
Yeah.
So I mean,
young.
Yeah, because I mean, when Power Rangers came out, I was a freshman in high school.
Mm.
So I mean, he was just a few years older than me, and it's just kind of it really messes with your head sometimes. But
so we have James Henley in the chat. He's making a lot of good points, and I'm trying to get to him because he's actually saying some really good stuff. Here's what I got from it. It looked like he finds some sort of artifact that gives him the power, and it made him disappear for a 3-year period. When he surfaces it to combat the new evil Dragon Prime, which was probably awakened when he found it. The whole thing with the military searching for him is probably because of that disappearance and what exactly happened to him as he was military. We all know what happens when a military person just goes missing. And he said that they had talked or they had showed more about it at Power Morphicon, which I'm thinking James probably went. Yep. I didn't get to go to Power Morphicon because I'm broke. So, and I agree with Pikes Peak. I think they will.
I think they will.
Yeah, I think they're going to be very careful.
I mean, as to whether there's any mention or anything thrown into the Power Rangers anniversary this year, that's a whole nother ball of morphers right there.
I mean,
I think Bad in the Sun they will do justice because with Font and everyone else who's involved, Aaron, I mean
Johnny,
Johnny, I mean they're family.
Yeah,
they're all brothers. They will definitely do something, and I mean it's it's you lose family. I mean, it's going to be hard, but they're going to do everything they can to honor him.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't be surprised if maybe if this does so well and it's so well received by the fans, and that's what my hope is, that maybe we get continuation.
Yeah.
In some shape or form.
He's talking about, they started One Direction, they switched up some things. So I know that there was a first iteration of Legend of the White Dragon. And I know Aaron Shonecki and JDF had both talked about that. It was that, they had to share some things with Hasbro. And Hasbro was like, no, you ain't making this version of Legend of the White Dragon. So I know they had to do a rewrite, which was, I know why there was such a big jump from when the campaign ended and was funded to the beginning of production, because they had to rewrite the movie. Not only that, but then the COVID hit. So makes everything much more crazier because you also have to have COVID protocols when filming now. I
think originally they were going to do so much, but then it blew up when they finally got more and more attention that they're able to make a full feature.
Yeah. Because they were even talking at one point of doing like a 10-episode series. Like they were trying to figure out what they were going to do, because whatever they want to do, they wanted to do as much as they can with it. So like the more money they got, they were going to put more money into like a movie. But if they were to not get that much money, they were going to try and say like, okay, we'll do like a TV show because it will require less budget.
I mean, I think if it was a situation where they were launching it now and JDF was still with us, I think Netflix would have easily, we're going to give you one season. Because I mean, Netflix does that. They'll give a show a couple seasons, whether it's really great or not. But I mean, this day and age, how much nostalgia is being brought back or reinvented, and they're given, instead of like a one-off feature like TV movies were back when we were growing up. Now it's like, oh, we're going to give you 8 episodes or 10 episodes.
Yeah, and I think that you have a point there.
Kenobi.
It all depends on what. So I think Netflix would be like, yes, we're open to that. That's a great idea, but I think they would say, let me check with Hasbro, because they have that relationship with Hasbro.
Yeah. That's what I was gonna say. Hasbro is fighting, tooth and nail to keep their IPs right. They're already in their eyes, paying through the nose
But
for Star Wars, Marvel, all of that. So
yeah,
anything that's under Hasbro's name, they're gonna come down
well,
on it hard.
I mean, if they do, I mean, let's go back to, like you said, Disney. Let's take a look at that very quickly. Sony and Disney, Sony and Marvel, they
Yeah,
made some. They said, okay, let's test out the waters here with Spider-Man, and they've kept it going because it's been working tremendously for both.
for both, exactly.
What they're splitting up costs, and they're one's offsetting certain productions.
Yeah,
But take a look at Netflix. Who would have thought that we would have had a Wednesday series,
agreed.
a spinoff of Adam's Family, and that would be so. It was awesome. I'm a big fan of Wednesday. The show, I loved it. It was amazing.
I haven't
Or
seen
take
it,
a
but I
look-
hear nothing but good things. So
Or
yeah.
take a look at Sandman.
Oh,
How many
Sandman was
years has
gorgeous.
that
Yeah.
been? Like, people have been wanting that
Yeah.
to become to live action, and
Yeah.
like, and so many people were like worried. Well, how's this? Oh, Netflix has it. Oh,
Yeah.
it's going to be terrible. But to me, as a comic book fan, I freaking loved it. I can't wait for them to do a season 2. They better do another season of Sandman.
Agreed.
It was just the arts, the sound, the
Yeah.
actors, everyone who came together, just they blew it out of the water. It doesn't have to be 20 episodes. You can give us 8 or 10 or 12 episodes, and we will love it. We will embrace it. And honestly, that's how they do it in the UK. A lot of shows, Doctor Who, they do about 12 or 13 episodes a season. They don't do 20. And these are maybe 35, 45-minute shows, not kind of
Right.
commercials if you have them. So I mean, you can have that kind of a pattern. I think with streaming services, that's kind of the way that they're going. I mean, even cable companies have done limited runs of TV shows. So
And I
mean,
think,
it's
and you're right there. And like, I think now it would have been much more doable than before, but I think the issue still becomes that clearly Netflix has an exclusive, streaming with Power Rangers and Hasbro.
Yeah.
And they have a lot, even with a lot of the toy companies like Mattel for He-Man and I can't think of another one right now. Or She-Ra, they had She-Ra as well.
Yeah.
But so I think
several iterations of He-Man on Netflix, because you had the Revelations, and then you had that new, more kiddie
more
friendly
childish.
version of it.
Yeah.
So
mean,
I wonder now. I almost wonder now if they will actually not either. One, Hasbro will be like, we're going to support Legend of the White Dragon, right? Or two, Netflix is like, or another streaming service is like, we don't really care what Hasbro has to say about this because obviously there's going to be interest in this.
okay.
Yeah.
Speaking of merchandising, okay, throw this out to both of you in the chat. Okay, if you could choose any toy company to make merchandise, would you choose Hasbro, or would you choose McFarlane or Mattel or someone else? I'll throw that out there.
For this one, you mean?
Yes, for Legend of the White Dragon, I'm kind of tempted to lean towards McFarlane.
Yeah,
Okay?
I see that.
Because the sculpt and detail that they put together in those figures, plus the 7-inch and the price point too. They keep their price point.
That's what I was gonna say.
Roughly around $22.99 on average now. It
Yeah,
used to be
now
$19.99.
Yes.
But still $22.99 is much cheaper than $30 or $35 a figure for Marvel.
Yeah.
So
what I was gonna say
is
go ahead.
They already have a merchandising partner, and it's Super 7.
Oh, it
Yeah,
is?
I was gonna say Super 7, but the Ultimates. I would like to see versions of
I would
those.
like to see an Ultimate. That'd be cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Because they have
I know that
reaction.
they did the little
You don't want the
reaction.
reaction. We want full detail.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was gonna say.
I mean,
So
come on. How many of us will love a full detail, fully sculpted figure with a removable helmet of Jason David Frank in his last role?
Yeah.
I think Super 7 would be better for me because I think it's more affordable. Obviously, you go to the expensive ones like Hot Toys and Mezco and all those ones, and I think those would be a little bit pricey. But I think Super 7 keeps it there. It puts the money into the price, or puts the money into the figure. So you have like say a $60 figure, and you're gonna see the $60 worth was Super 7.
Well, I want to get the Super 7 Dragon Zord, so yeah, definitely. I mean, if they did, if Super 7 does this line, I think I'd be tempted to actually, and I'm not someone that likes to spend money like crazy, but I think I would get 2. As a friend of mine, Dude's Nerdery, likes to say, 1 to stock, 1 to rock. Okay, so 1 to open and 1 to keep sealed.
Yeah,
I think that's the route I would go.
Yeah.
LeBron said Bandai. I would have said Bandai like 5 years ago.
Yeah, that's what I don't think
Bandai now is not doing.
Yeah, it's not so hot.
I don't know about SH figure arts. Like I just follow.
No, not SH. No,
I find
the SH. In my opinion, SH has good detail,
3-0.
But that's about it. 3-0, yeah, 3-0 would be nice, but
that's $100.
Bit pricey though. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
1/6 scale Green Ranger right there. 1/6 scale. That's all I'm saying.
I'm sorry, LeBron. I have to disagree with you on Stranger Things.
I have not checked those out. So
the 1/6 scale, $99 for a 1/6 scale figure.
Yep.
I mean, that's Hot Toy size right there for $99.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, there's no removable helmet, but I mean, it's a great figure. My Green Ranger, that's probably one of my favorite pieces. That and Captain America are my 2 favorites in all my entire collection.
Yep.
So,
Dragon Ball Z SH figure arts is different than SH figure arts for everything else.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're really killing it with the
That's their premier line. They clearly take care of that line.
Yeah,
but like with everything else, it's just
sometimes. I mean, come on, Krillin is how tall? I mean, it's not. I mean, he has a low center of gravity. He's not exactly the most fully posable. Plus he's always dying, let's be honest.
The other thing I was gonna say, aside from the details and the actual price point, is the distribution. Now McFarlane gets their figures to stores.
They keep them stocked. Okay,
you always find some McFarlane that you sort of kind of want in stock, right? We all know how it goes with Hasbro, and so that to me would be the other sort of underlying like factor to choose who we would go with. Super 7, I mean, they obviously have a bigger online presence, especially with the Ultimates, but
1 hour, no, it's, I guess almost 2 hours ago now.
Yeah, I was gonna say
we scheduled this at 7:30. We went on at 8:30.
Been a bit.
This is how I roll now. Okay, guys. Like,
hey, Archer.
This is just what it is. Look, she got fed, she got burped, she got put down.
Let's go.
Hour.
Yeah,
we're going.
Jump on.
Mostly because I don't know if I'm gonna put out a video this week. I'm not gonna lie, because I don't know how.
Yes, you will.
Yeah,
you'll put out a video and you'll like it.
Yeah,
I got the Ken and the Cammy figures.
There you go. Right now, after this, real quick, boom, 30-minute recording.
Yeah,
5-minute video out.
Dude, right after I lost my voice.
live unboxing. Let's do it.
Yeah, there you go. Just cut it up and then
out.
Yeah.
I guess kind of move on a little bit from.
Okay.
I'm working on a review for Jujutsu Kaisen figure. I don't even know what that is. What is that?
Anime. Yeah, pretty good too.
See, I'm bad at anime. You guys any good recent pickups this week?
What did I pick? Hey, you win.
That's a pickup.
That is definitely a pickup.
It's a pickup.
So actually, Walmart came through, which I didn't think they were going to, and I got this guy.
You did?
Yes.
Oh, you son of a.
After delays, I already put it in the little.
You son of a Jedi.
You had it for order.
I did, but it just kept getting delayed.
How much was it?
Oh man,
that was 28, right?
27 maybe 26, 27.
Yeah, but it's classic Spidey, and you get the effects.
That's the thing that I was like, I have to.
Technically speaking, I have those effects, but not in that solid white.
Right,
more of a almost translucent that came with the Iron Man spider.
Oh yeah. Uh-huh.
The black and silver one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They're similar to those effects, so
yeah. But yeah, I was like, dude, this is my Spider-Man here.
And you already put in the collector.
You got the collector case.
I got the figure shield on it. The other ones I just have them on the wall, but this one What was that?
You don't unbox that much, do you?
No. I barely started when I started the channel, like to do one or two unboxings here and there.
Kenobi, General, please don't faint. I was on Left Coast Graphics stream on Saturday. His Let Him Breathe stream. I opened up 7.
I can't watch those.
7.
I know. I can't.
7.
I cringed when Yukon Phil
Did he just have like
reviewing
13 new figures he just opened?
Well, yeah, that. But he was showing the black chrysanthemum figure, the one that opens up like comic book style. He just goes whack and like rips like the first half of the cover, not on purpose, but I was like, oh my lord.
My favorite figure I opened up that day is probably my favorite Bad Batch figure, Wrecker.
Yes,
I think Wrecker. He stands solid in good center of gravity. Yep. You don't have to use a stand on him. He stands nice. I'm like, why can't all figures be like that?
I was just gonna say, what pisses me off? Clone Commandos. Okay, Clone Commandos should have been that body, and there was no reason why not to use that body, right? Because Clone Commandos came after, and so that's my problem with Wrecker. Every time I look at him, I'm like, like it could have been awesome, like it could have been so great, but minor gripe, I guess.
So I had to go pick up formula today. No formula, and so I passed by the aisle because I didn't know where the formula was, and I was like, "Well, the aisle's right here." So
I mean, it's got to be near the toys, right? So might as well go in.
Might as well, but I didn't film. I was thinking about filming, but I really had to be in and out. And I found the Dark Flash, but
nice.
I decided not to get it.
Which one? Because there's 3 technically.
I don't know. I just saw it out of the corner of my eye. I did try to go look at the Power Ranger stuff, because if I decided if I was going to get Power Ranger stuff, then I was like, well, okay, maybe I might film. But they had was.
I was on Amazon. They had the Time Force with the cycle. I think no, it wasn't Time Force. It was it was In Space. TJ with his Galaxy Glider for like $22.99.
Okay, so I need to go look.
I was gonna pick it up.
Yeah, I need to go look. I need to go to a Target anyways, because I need to pick up like.
Well, no, this was Amazon.
It's not 22. I've been checking every damn day.
Are you challenging me?
I am, because I check it.
Amazon off. Let's see.
If it's $22.99,
about to do some shopping.
I'll buy it right now. It's $33.99 right now.
33?
Yeah. Okay. So I was like, if it's $22, I'll buy it right now.
I saw it for $22.99 last night.
But Target had it for $15, and Kenobi, I saw in your video.
Yeah, if you have them in stock,
you had a Snizzard that you saw, and that was $15.
Yes.
I figured that was already like maybe a week or two ago that you filmed it. So I was like, it's probably not there anymore.
Yeah, I stopped by this week and it's just empty. I think I saw maybe one pink Ninjetti, which I think is also on clearance already, but I just saw the one.
It's like $13 right now, dude.
Is it? Oh wow.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking about getting one maybe for reasons.
Time Force is $33.99 with the cycle. I don't think that's bad. I think that's pretty good actually.
That is good, but I would rather get it cheaper right now. Especially because everything does go on sale. Now, the reason I didn't pick up the Dark Flash is because I am going to this.
Very nice.
Next weekend, and my area, nice. There are having a semi Power Rangers in Space reunion. Oof, as you can see, we got Psycho Red, Patrick David. They're gonna have Christopher Kamen Lee, Justin Ninmo, Tracy Cruz, Roger Velasco. Awesome lineup here. So I don't know how much it's going to cost to meet them or get them to sign. I'm definitely getting them to sign Justin Nemo, my Silver Ranger, because obviously that's a really rare figure, and if he signs it, it just makes it even more awesome. So I am planning on going to that. I hope I can get to talk to him just a little bit, but we'll see how that goes. Not entirely sure. I really just found out about it yesterday, so I'm already behind on that.
How are you doing with cogs? Because I'm seeing cogs for $16.99 on Amazon.
Well, I got the 2-pack and the single release, so I know they're cheap, but I'm kind of good. So, James Henry says, so what do you guys think of the remastered figures that Hasbro's bringing back?
Oh, yeah.
I'm glad I'll destroy the Scalpers, but it does concern me that they upped the price point yet again.
We actually don't really last week.
Yeah, we don't really have a price point, but It looks good. I think it looks good. I do from the render. I want to see
Well-
the product for sure. I want to see the actual figure, and I want to see.
I don't know if Dre is still in the chat, but there's a chat that me, him, and a few other collectors are a part of. And one of our friends was at a Target, and they were checking out figures because they were going to buy a new wave of Marvel figures. They opened them up. All the figures were swapped out with Eternals.
I saw that. Yeah.
It's because
Yikes.
there's people can slide things in and out, and this is why so many of us were against the windowless boxes to begin with.
Yeah.
There's other things they could have done. They could have had the opening, but just had them secured it in the cardboard and still have the opening so we can see the figures. But it's
a
is what
weird
it
thing.
is.
And if it's more so like, especially if you're a Power Rangers fan, we've had so many
Bad paint apps.
No, but like traditionally all of our stuff have been windowless. So if you kind of think back to their 93 toys, especially the Zords, you couldn't see them in the box, the exception would be maybe the Green Ranger. You could see the Green Ranger, but you couldn't see the Dragon Zord. You couldn't see the Megazord, you couldn't see the Dragon Dagger, so you were just hoping it was in there anyways, so I kind of get it. At the same time, that wasn't such an issue back then as it is now, is the swapping out. So
Yeah.
I know Kenobi, you saw in your video that perfectly sealed up. I don't think that's a factory error. I have seen people seal bubble boxes or whatever you call it, and just it looked like they never come off. And I've seen them do it, So it's just people. I mean, Kenobi's was a little bit more inventive. I don't know how they did that one, but I can guarantee you they took out the pieces that they wanted.
Yeah, but even then, because I've seen it just, boxes just completely shredded.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
And people do not care. So I'm just, let me put it this way. If they resealed it, my hat's off to whoever took the time to reseal it. Like, honestly. Yeah. And thank you, because I got it and it looks fine. So it's actually right here.
You wouldn't have bought it anyways?
Yeah. I bought it anyways, and then it ended up that it was on clearance, so it was $650 out the door. So nice. This is what I mean, right? Like, this is where the tape is applied. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
This is where the tape is down here, and to me, that looks, very good.
Looks legit. So,
yeah. Again. Oh, so Dave, this is what he's talking about. I don't have the figure on here.
Okay.
I'm supposed to have the little Marauder.
Yeah.
I thought it had fallen off, and I kept shaking, and I couldn't see it. And I started, like I said, I looked at it right there, and then when I found it, and I was like, you know what? I'm still gonna pick it out because I never saw it. And then I get to the register, and it's $650. I was like, oh, absolutely right, all day. But like I said, so if somebody took the time, my hat's off to them because they did a good job.
I mean,
Dave, I want to tell you this because I was talking to, I think it was something about the remastered one, and someone commented on my post, and they said, I'm just going to take the remastered one out of the box and put in my old Blue Ranger,
of course,
the Lightning Collection in the box. And I was like, okay, but that Blue Ranger specifically right now is $100.
I was going to say, I don't know if you want to.
You are going to take a $33 out of the box and put it in $100 figure in the box, because people are still going to pay, even if it's out of the box, because that's the original release. They're still.
I was going to say, you got collectors out there that they absolutely care. Now, about the original release. So
Speaking of which, now I never got my hands on the Mighty Morphin Yellow Ranger. However, I'm looking at Amazon right now. They got the Ranger, Aisha, and Scorpina 2-pack for $26.
Yeah, that's a good buy. And Scorpina's a good Scorpina too.
I mean, I'm looking at the picture of her. She looks like a pretty good paint sculpt on her.
Yeah, that Aisha was good. Oh, actually, all the Aishas have been good.
And I mean, that's the thing. They always do great with the villains. I mean, for $26, you're lucky if you can get one figure for that price.
And that's the thing. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not, look, if you're in the chat and you're someone that, you return other figures that are not supposed to be on the figures, that's your thing. And you know what? But here's the thing. Don't be mad when these figures start, hitting $35.50 and they're putting them behind glass cases. So I can totally see that happening. We're putting games behind glass cases.
Yeah.
And they're $60.
No, there are some Walmarts that put their collectibles behind glass cases.
Yes.
Okay.
So don't be mad when you target, or not target. Yeah. bad choice of
When
words.
you target.
When you target a target, but when you're out there at these stores and you're constantly screwing them and swindling them, and they start doing something about it, and it's going to be annoying for all of us when we're there, we're trying to toy hunt and we can't find someone to open the dumb case for us so we can get what we want out of there, so don't be sad or don't be upset when they do something about it, because I guarantee you eventually they're going to do something about it.
There you go. Yep.
But yeah, I don't know. That's my take on it. Recent pickups for me, I have boxes over there, but they're over there. So I bought that the Batmobile Beast, and it's still over there in a huge ass.
Oh,
box.
I have to unbox them too.
Nice.
I mean, come on, 24.99.
Yeah.
You got that Batman I already have basically, but to get that figure and to get that vehicle, and there are people who are already modifying that vehicle for a badass looking Ghost Rider vehicle.
Oh, that's an idea.
With flames, and they're adding like extra greebles to kind of make it look Mad Max like. Killing it. There are people who are modding the hell out of it. That makes it look way better than any HasLabs.
That's it's such a troll though. At the same time,
it's a troll. But hey, I took $100 item that I got for $25, and look what I did with it.
Yeah.
But you know what? You can't be mad when you see something like that. You're like, you know what? Yeah, you did right. I mean,
so I got it because eventually, if I do take stuff out, I got all my Joes right there.
Oh yeah.
Well, that I would definitely want to.
I don't know if you probably can't see it right there, but I mean, it takes up almost an entire shelf. You see it right there?
I see it down there.
Right at the bottom. It takes up almost an entire shelf.
Sheesh.
I'm going to be reorganizing a few things, so I think he might go on top of one of the bookcases.
No, we're not unboxing no Doug Trio. Dave almost got me kicked off of YouTube because his little side ads on his little computer.
Hey.
Or Pokemon shaped phalluses. Looked at
my stream. What?
Yeah.
Got the Lightning Collection green.
Oh,
that's a good price.
Nice. Yeah. Good job.
That's a good price.
Now, which Green Ranger was it though? That's the question. We've had a few Green Rangers.
That's true. I mean, it could be. It's either Fighting Spirit or. There's been a few White Rangers.
I got the Green Ranger putty 2-pack.
Yeah,
I got
the
Green
Ranger
Ranger by
two
himself.
Green Rangers. There's only been Fighting Spirit and then the MMPR, the solo release.
Bandai.
They are modding the Batmobile Beast. So it was on. It's $100 technically.
Yeah, like 99, 90, 95 or something.
It was marked down for like $24 and some change. Not even $24.99. It was like, but it came out to $25 like after tax and everything.
Yep,
it was a pretty good deal.
Yeah, so I thought about it.
I mean, at the very least, like I can sell it for 40. And it's still a good deal.
Actually, it went up to 50 now.
I saw it sold out completely when I saw my.
Because I'm on Walmart's website right now.
Okay, it went up to 50.
Yeah, let me just let me share this so those people who don't know about this thing, just want to show that. Look at that thing right there, guys. People have been taking this apart and putting like other things on it. I mean,
and that's a 7-inch figure, guys. That's in.
Yeah. And you can fit other figures on here.
Oh yeah.
I actually got the they had the Wonder Woman, the metal one with the chainsaw. I got her to go with it because I mean, Batman's gonna go cruising around. He's gonna have his gotta have his side piece with him, But yeah, I mean, look at that right there. And we got it. It was originally $99, and you got it for like 24 bones.
Yeah.
So
honestly, even 50 is still not a bad, not a bad deal.
Yeah.
LeBron, check with Archer from Nerd Affiliated. I think he had one, but he might have sold it already.
And if you're into photography, doing a pose like that, that's just
exactly.
Yeah. It's easy, especially here in Texas.
Or imagine if you did that at night and you had the moon in the background. That would be even worse. That'd be sick. Yep.
So with that being said, guys, I'm going to start wrapping up the stream. I wanted you guys to plug yourselves and things that you got going on. And we'll start with Dave, and you go take yourself home.
Oh, that is the question. I really don't have anything planned this week per se. I might do 1 or 2 game streams, possibly maybe Thursday or even this weekend. I got the new PS5 and I finally figured out the volume and sounds, but we'll see. I have to figure out how to avoid copyright claims because of the music on the games. But every Tuesday on Dave's Dimension, I host the La La Leapcast. Me and Super Awesome Geek Show and Wolfpack Tour Review, we actually review new episodes of the TV show Quantum Leap that came back to NBC this past year, and it's already renewed for a new season. So we do that on Tuesday nights to review the episodes. That, and I'm going to be doing a couple more unboxes probably this week. But yeah, there's nothing overly major. I will say this. Anyone who is interested, last year I did a fundraiser called Stream for the Cure to help benefit Roswell Park Comprehensive Cancer Institute here in Buffalo, New York. I'm going to be doing that stream again this year. We're aiming for April or May. So if anyone who is interested, you can find me at Daves_Dimension on Instagram or on Dimension Daves on Twitter, or just go to my channel and leave a comment on the community tab, or email me at davesdimension78@gmail.com. Last year we did an 8-hour stream. We did giveaways. We did some entries on various wheels of different prizes we gave out last year. We did give out a hot toy. I don't know if we'll do a hot toy this year, but we had various prizes, Legos, Lego sets, action figures, just a ton of stuff that we raffled off, and all the proceeds went to Roswell Park Comprehensive Cancer Institute. So if anyone's interested, message me. I'm looking for people to get involved. I want to plan this ahead of time this year, guys, so let me know.
Awesome. And then General Kobe.
I'm letting you know, Dave. I'm interested.
Okay.
So yeah, guys, General Kenobi's Bunker over on YouTube. So tomorrow at 8 p.m. Central, we have The High Ground, our weekly live show, and we have a special guest for tomorrow, Brett from Collecting with Cool, another awesome YouTube content creator, and just has an amazing vintage Star Wars collection. So check that out again tomorrow, Thursday, 8 p.m. Central. I am also going to be doing a quick stream on Friday. I'm thinking around 5 p.m. Central. Just a quick half hour where we're just gonna dissect this week's episode of The Bad Batch. So go check that out, please. And I would appreciate it if you check me out on TikTok at general.kenobis.bunker. Trying to grow my TikTok. I've been posting a lot more lately, so I'd appreciate it if you guys swing by there.
Man, you're streaming. What day is it today? What's today?
Wednesday.
I was like, you're streaming on Friday too. I was like, is today Thursday? I was like, what is today?
Well, the thing is, I was thinking about Thursday, but I want to give people, a little bit of time to watch the episode. It drops.
Are you moving the High Ground to Thursday altogether?
No, just this week. Well, I'll try to keep the High Ground on Wednesday per schedule, and we'll do the usual format. Talk about whatever on it. If we have a guest, we'll talk about them. But like I said, I want to do like a more focused, like mini stream. Just to talk about the episode and like nothing else, right? Like just, this is what I saw. You guys tell me what you saw. And hopefully I get, people to join. I would love to, to have other content creators like join. We did the first one on Collecting with Cool's channel last Friday. And, we just took a half an hour chunk and just talked about the first 2 episodes of Bad Batch. So I want to keep that going through the rest of the season. And then I think Phil and I are actually going to work on something for Mandalorian once that starts popping up. So that will be a little bit more structured, I guess.
Cool. Real quick before I kind of say goodbye, if everybody here, I appreciate if you guys can if you're on YouTube, if you're on Facebook, or go into the other ones and just like the stream. We're getting close. I would like to get to 750 soon. I want to do something special for the subscribers, followers on 750.
Very nice.
But we'll talk more about that then. And it's not going to be like what we did at 500. It's going to be completely different, and you'll kind of see it when we get there. So if you haven't, please subscribe, follow. As for me, what is going on with me? I don't know when I'm doing stuff right now. I'm just kind of surviving, or at this point. And I think I lost my voice, and it's already back. And it's just because I've been up for 20 hours at this point. So, and it's because I had a little one, so that's why. And she was just screaming all last night. I was just getting a little colicky. So we're trying to work on. We moved her over to a different formula to see if that could help. With that being said, like I said earlier in the stream, next week I am hoping to. I really said like I'm really need to do this. Is I'm going to go to that. It's a collectible show sort of con, but it's going to have a bunch of the Power Rangers in space cast members, and I would like to get out there, at least take some pictures with them, at least get things signed, and cover the show itself. Whether I'm asking if I can right now. I'm trying to apply for a media pass. If I'm a media pass, maybe I can hopefully get to talk to them just a little bit. If not, then that's cool.
And never hurts to apply for it, right?
I'm just trying. What hurts is that I found out about it yesterday, and it's already next weekend, and I'm emailing them about media credentials stuff. But I'll try.
I get that.
Worst case scenario, I'll just ask Andros if I could just have a quick word with him. Maybe he'll say yes, maybe he'll say no. But it's 50-50. So either way, with that's something I want to do. That's coming up. I did just figure out how to reformat things on my iPhone for like my old TikToks and reformat it for YouTube shorts. So you may see a lot of my TikToks being moved over to YouTube shorts. If you have noticed it, you may have already noticed a lot of my TikToks are ended up on Facebook Reels. So if you guys are following me on Facebook, you'll see a lot of old stuff from TikTok. And that's just because I'm just going to start using all the content that I have, because right now it's kind of just harder for me to make content, at least for this month. Hopefully next month it'll get a little bit easier. With that being said, she was calling out for a power coin.
I mean, hey, you can even do shorts of like you changing a diaper or like new daddy tips. You could do shorts on like new daddy tips.
Dude, at this point,
daddy tip.
At this point, I'm just utilizing.
Never wear a clean shirt. Yeah.
That's I was funny. I was reading the book about that, and I was saying like, just if you have nice clothes, just put them away. Like, don't even bring them out right now. But right now, what I'm doing is I'm using all my content. So like whatever I have, I'm just milking it as much as possible. I'm not really interested in toy hunting right now. I don't even want to go to Target. Don't really want to go to Walmart. So
I honestly, I don't have a baby, and I don't even feel like toy hunting. And honestly, I'm one of those people. I was never overly comfortable filming, because you get people who look at you, or someone thinks, like, "Oh, he's a weirdo." It just feels kind of weird. And some stores will let you record, and some will not.
I've never had an issue with that. I've
always done like, okay, I went to Target today. These are the items I picked up. Just kind of do that, and that's just how I am. Everyone's different.
I don't know. Like, I think Kenobi kind of talked about it on one of his shows. Was that like toy hunting just doesn't seem as fun as it used to seem, and it doesn't seem. It just seems like I'm more interested in doing other stuff right now. So
I mean, I'll be honest. My best views usually come from live streams.
Yeah.
I mean, the most interaction I get, unless it's like something that is like very grabbing of attention.
So what I'm fortunate to do right now is my best views right now have been those. This just happened. Like, we just got a leak. This just happened. And what's fortunate about that is that I'm home right now. So when that comes in on Twitter, if I'm not asleep, I can literally just go in, shoot a 4-minute video, and then I get at least a couple hundred likes or views. And I've been looking at my content, and those have been actually my better viewed stuff rather than the toy hunts. Has been the breaking news sort of stuff. So that might be something that I do more of.
Either that or game streams.
And I've been thinking about that. I've been thinking about picking up one of those old, I
recorded 30 minutes. I recorded 30 minutes last night of me playing Spider-Man, the one that came out for the PS4. And I have 53 views on that since it debuted this morning at 11 o'clock.
Yeah, but your Ghostbuster stuff is blowing up, dude. So,
but after I get the pack, I'll have that video dropping, and then I'm not going to have anything Ghostbusters until June, because I'll be in New York City for Ghostbusters Day, and we got some. Me and the Buffalo Ghostbusters, we got some craziness going on, and
nice,
I can't wait.
Very nice.
It's always a fun time at Hook and Ladder number 8.
Nice. So with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and sign off. So remember, follow Dave's Dimension on Instagram and YouTube, and make sure to follow him because he needs to start gaming. He's got that PS5 money right there. He's gonna be doing some fun stuff right there. Make sure to check out.
Sold a Proton pack to fund it, so yeah.
Make sure you are checking out General Kenobi tomorrow night for his episode of The High Ground with Collecting with Cool. I'm sure they'll be talking Bad Batch and all things Star Wars and just probably all things fun. And then remember his show on Friday because today is Wednesday, which I just remembered because Kenobi just told me. Yep. And so he'll be doing a short show around 5 o'clock to go deeper dive into Bad Batch. Hopefully I get to watch it before then so I can watch his show. And as for me, right now, if you've been noticing, I've just been going live randomly and we've just been talking. So I really suggest if you want to interact with us in the chats as much as we've been trying to interact with everybody today, because the chat was on fire tonight. So
that's
hit that notification bell because I will be just announcing randomly I'm going live, and I'll probably go live within an hour to 30 minutes because that's usually what I've been doing right now.
James, do you have a YouTube or Instagram?
Man, he sounds like he knows a lot of stuff. So
I think we might need to if he has an Instagram or
James, if you're on my Facebook, so if you have any links, just throw it in one of my comments and I'll put it up. All right, man. All right, so I appreciate everybody that came by. James, Nerd Affiliated, Pikes Peak, LeBron, Jay Vizsla, Duffman, Rolando. If I forgot you, I'm sorry. Cristero made his way. Mega Demon made his way with Darth Muzza. All you guys are awesome. I appreciate you guys for being here. Astronaut Ranger saying Collecting with Cool. You guys are the best. And we will see you guys next time.
May the force be with you.
Catch you on the flip side.